Hi, everyone. Lindsay LaShell, Open Lines Marketing. Today, I want to talk about micromanaging from the point of view of the doer. If you are someone who is being micromanaged, then how do we deal with it? So first of all, I want to be really, really clear. The asker decides the what. The doer decides the how. That is your power as a doer, right? So if they are trying to control the how, then what do? Here's my first idea. You ask them as they are telling you, first X, then Y, then Z, or this tool only in this way, at this manner, whatever. Ask them if it is important to do it in exactly this way. Because they're going to say yes or no. And maybe just you asking them that question gives them the space to realize they don't actually need to be in charge of that. No, it's not important that it gets done that way. Just as long as this goal is accomplished, I don't care how you get there. That's how I do it, right? So ask them if it's important to do it exactly that way. Then if they say yes, right, ask them why. Because the chances are that there's actually some context. They have some information about this that you don't have, and they haven't thought to give it to you yet. And it's coming out in the form of micromanaging, right? So it's going to be like, do this thing first, do this thing second, do this thing third. And it might feel like you're being micromanaged, but in fact, they have some other information. They haven't explained to you why that's the right order. So it's totally possible for them to be like through that process to understand, oh, there is a good reason for it, right? It's because this thing will give you better results if you do these other steps first. Fine. Or maybe they say it's not important that you do it this way. And if they can get to that place and give you that honest thing, like I want to invite you to focus on the end result. And if you can get the same end result in a different way that's more satisfying to you because you're in charge of the how, then do that. If someone consistently is telling you how to do the thing without a good reason, if it's a because I said so situation, maybe it's time to polish your resume. Like, I don't know. That's not somebody I want to work for. So just that like really simple question, right? Like, is it important to do it this way? And then if it's yes, then okay, cool. Explain to me why. And then you get to take that information, mash it against your own expertise and ability, and decide what you're going to do with it. Okay. That's my first piece of advice. Micromanaging for doers. The last of my little micromanaging mini series is coming out soon. And so look for that. Talk to you soon.